Alright, so this video is just gonna be some, me talking about Smite 1 and Smite 2 and what's like different or not different, which is, there's not that much different, which is kind of why I wanted to talk about this, because it's just like, why is there a Smite 2? Like, why did we need Smite 2 if it's literally just gonna be graphics mostly that are different? Like, that's the one thing that I can think of that would be like the only reason why they did Smite 2 was just better graphics, and that's kind of it. It's still basically the same game, but just better graphics. Like, I don't know, like I know it probably would be way too hard for them to just bring everything over to a new thing and try to up the graphics then, but I don't know. Because I don't know exactly how that would work. Like, I don't make games. I do want to make games at some point, but I haven't really done anything yet, so I've done little things, but not that much, and not something like Smite or whatever, but you know. So like, I don't know, but it's kind of just like that's kind of the only thing that's really like justifying it is just better graphics, which I'm kind of just like, I don't know. Do we really need it to be like super amazing graphics? I don't know. Like, I just, I don't know. Like, it is an old game. It's like what, 10 years or like maybe a little bit over 10 years old. And so like, yeah, it's kind of has old graphics, but then it's like, even with Smite 1, like when they first started making stuff, like some gods looked very different, and now they look different. Like like hell looks very different, and like I'm sure there's plenty of other examples I can show you with pictures, but hell is one that I can really like. She sticks out in my mind of how different she looked when the game first started out versus now, and so it's like kind of crazy, but yeah, I don't know. But like also with like Overwatch and Overwatch 2, it's like there was kind of not really any point in them making an Overwatch 2 either because it's like, their whole thing was we need to bring it over to a new thing so we can have PvE and do the story missions and stuff because that was their whole thing. But then they just let it fucking die. It's like, so you did all of this for fucking nothing. Like, I just, you know, you made Overwatch 1 or Overwatch 2 for fucking fuck all, basically. You let Overwatch 1 die for like, what, 2, 3 years or whatever? However long. Or wait, well, maybe it wasn't 2, 3 years. I'm just like, it's been a while, so I don't fucking remember. Also, it's been a little bit since I should probably go to sleep right now, but I really want to make this video, so like, my brain's a little whatever with the time of when Overwatch 1 was abandoned for a while for Overwatch 2, but whatever. I'm not like super tired, so it's like whatever. I'm not even really tired. I'm just whatever, but yeah, I'm just mush brain kinda right now. But yeah, so like Overwatch 1, they kind of abandoned Overwatch 1 to make Overwatch 2, just for them to abandon the whole reason why they were making Overwatch 2. And it's just like, so we literally just moved over to Overwatch 2 just for like better graphics and stuff because it's still the same game. And like, there's new heroes and maps that could have been added to the game that we had before. Same thing with Smite 2 and Smite 1. It's like all these skins and heroes or gods or whatever, and all these map changes. Like that could have just been added to Smite 1. But then you want to just add them to Smite 2. Also, people were mad that their skins didn't cross over to Smite 2. So like all the skins that they earned in Smite 1 doesn't come over to Smite 2, which really fucking sucks. Like I get there are a shit ton of skins in like, there's so many gods and so many skins and so many things, but still like I just couldn't you just give us our skins? Like, I know there's a lot of skins. I think they have like over 1,000 skins, but like you could, I don't know. It just still kind of brings me back to what was the fucking point then? Like, if we can't have our skins, I don't know. At least with Smite 2, they are going to go to like free to play within a few days here. I was able to get the alpha whatever like a few days before it officially went free to play for everyone, just so I could kind of check it out and see how it is and whatever. Cause I didn't really like watch any videos or anything or streams or anything of it, cause I was like kind of like whatever. And then also if you wanted to play the alpha early, I think you would have to like pay like a bunch of money to get into it or something. I think that was like whatever thing with Steam where you could buy it on Steam, or maybe it was, I think it was early access and it was like a bunch of other stuff. So it wasn't just early access that you paid a bunch of money for, it was also a bunch of other stuff that you got too. So, there's still other stuff, but I was able to get a Twitch drop key for it, so I didn't have to buy it, but I don't know, but yeah. Also, all the gods that you had, like if you got the ultimate god pack, or if you just bought some gods on Smite 1 from like Favor or whatever, then those don't come over. So it's like, I don't know, like the ultimate god pack was like $30 or something. And, you know, so that was kind of cool. You get all of the current gods and then any future gods, which is kind of cool. Because, like, there are a lot of gods in the game, and if you were just gonna buy them with favor, that would take a long, long time. So, it was just like, just buy all the gods one time, and then, whatever. And so that was like, okay. And I think you can do that with Smite 2 if you get whatever pack or whatever, but I think you have to get a bunch of other stuff too, I think. I don't really remember, but you can do that for Smite 2, but it's still kind of weird. Like, I don't know. I guess if it's still going back to free to play, then like, how else are they gonna get money? But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of weird. Like, you only get certain gods if you're not gonna buy the ultimate god pack, and then it's kind of like you're stuck with these few gods here. So I don't know, but yeah, it's a little whatever, but at least I guess you can have like if you play one game, then you play the other game and you link your accounts and whatever, or you link the games together with what platform you play on. So if you play on Steam, then you have to link your things through Steam, and then you can like get skins with like rewards and stuff. So I guess that's kind of cool, but it's still kind of like, I don't know, what's the point really? Like, again, like I get it's an old game and the graphics aren't super amazing, but at the same time, do the graphics need to be that amazing? Like, the graphics don't need to be like super amazing to have a good game. Like I see like there's those weird people I've seen be like Minecraft's bad game because it has bad graphics, but it's like the whole point is that it looks like that. Like it's what, but it's a good game regardless. Like it doesn't need to look amazing to be good. Like it just but yeah, Minecraft is it's supposed to look like that. It's that like that's the whole point. But yeah, or there's like, PS1 games, PS2 games, even some PS3 games like don't always have the best graphics, but they still are good games, you know? Like as a kid, I would play like there's like Crash Bandicoot. Like the graphics were all blocky and whatever, but it was still like some great games there with Crash Bandicoot. Or like even with Call of Duty, like some of the early Call of Duty games didn't look that great, but they still had some great games with that. Like World at War came out in like 2008, and like, you know, that doesn't have like super amazing graphics, but it's, you know, I still like World at War, you know? And then like Black Ops, you know, those what I think it was like Black Ops 2 was that 2012, and like that doesn't have the best graphics, but it's still a good game, especially with the zombie modes. So I don't know. I just I'm kind of like, what's the point? What's really the point? Like you know, they did kind of make the HUD a little bit different, but they could have just changed the HUD in the main first game. Or they added little spots of like hidden grass around the map, so if you went into the grass, you would turn invisible until you like attack someone. I think you can also see enemies if you are also in the grass. So if you and an enemy are both in the grass, I think you can see each other. But like but if you are outside of the grass and they're inside the grass, then you can't see them. So, you know, that's kind of cool, but they could have just added that to the first game. Like I don't know. And then all the skins and the new gods and stuff, like they could have just added that to the main game. Um, Also, it seems like a few of the gods have slightly different abilities, so you know they could have just still changed that. But yeah, like even through Smite 1, like they would change certain gods with how they look. They would update their models because certain models were like super old, and so they updated them to look better. And you know, they could have just kind of did that with the first game. I don't know. They could have kept up with that a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about this a little bit. So, you know, just whatever. But yeah, anyways, though, I think that'll be it. I don't think there's really much else that I need to talk about. I just wanted to talk about, you know, like what's the point of this? I don't know, but I do kind of want to play Smite again anyways, though, so yeah. Anyways, I guess that'll be it for this video, though, so bye.